Greetings. So, got a little addendum for you. I think you'll find this interesting. Now, the complete series set of the real Ghostbusters is complete. For the most part. What do I mean by that? Well, it's complete for the most part in that it has at least one version of every single episode that ever aired of the real Ghostbusters. And that includes the special episodes and everything. It's all there, everything. You're not missing a single frame of footage. It's all there. So what am I talking about with almost complete? Well, watch and learn today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Let's head back to the floor, and I'll give you the skinny on what I'm talking about with this almost complete. What's he talking about? Is it false advertising? Oh no, it's not false advertising. It's just there's a little more to the story than what is readily apparent. Let's take a look. Welcome to my floor. What the hell is that? There we go. Okay. Welcome to my more or less clean floor. Now, of course, last time we took a look at the original VHS releases of the real Ghostbusters, and that's completely not centered at all, is it? Where are we going here? There we go. That's pretty nice. There you go. That's the complete VHS collection of the real Ghostbusters. Not too shabby, eh? Now, something interesting about this that not everybody knows. A lot of the episodes of Real Ghostbusters actually feature alternate audio tracks. I could dub in a bunch of silly stuff here. Anyway, so even though the complete collection does feature all of the episodes, it does not feature alternate versions of them. What it does feature is one version, basically what most people consider to be the definitive versions, for the most part. There are a few cases, however, where they, for whatever reason, they weren't able to get the original definitive versions, or they just didn't have masters for them anymore, or whatever. So, the cool thing is, some of these VHS releases actually have the original versions. Now, what's the difference? Well, the most obvious difference that most fans are aware of is a lot of the earlier episodes had the voice of Peter Venkman overdubbed, meaning the original first two seasons, the first network season and the first syndicated season, so the first 78 episodes, featured Lorenzo Music as the voice of Peter Venkman. Lorenzo Music, of course, was the voice of Garfield and Carlton the Doorman on the old Rhoda TV show. So, later on, he left the series after the second season, and Dave Coulier of Full House fame was brought in to do the voice of Peter Venkman. The main reason was, supposedly, the popular story is that Bill Murray was quoted in an interview somewhere as saying that Lorenzo Music didn't sound anything like him in the cartoon. So Lorenzo, I guess, heard that, got pissed off, and left the show. And then Dave Coulier was brought in, and when you hear his episodes, yeah, he sounds more like Bill Murray, but quite frankly, I liked Lorenzo Music better. Anyway, so we're just going to slide these away. And we're going to slide these away. That leaves us with these two. The other change was to some of the music. Now, in the original airings, a lot of the episodes featured songs by pop group Tahiti. Now, you may recall, of course, the original movie had a lot of popular songs in the soundtrack, and I guess they were trying to sort of emulate that in the cartoon. So they had this group Tahiti do some songs specifically for the series. Now, for whatever reason, the complete series set does not have the original soundtracks of these two episodes featuring Tahiti. They just replaced the Tahiti songs with some of the standard series music. However, the two original VHS releases have the original Tahiti music. Pretty cool, eh? So there you go. Another thing is, one of the volumes of the DVD set features an alternate version. Let me just figure out which one. Okay, the other episode with an alternate track, which is available elsewhere, is this one, The Bird of Kildarby. Now, The Bird of Kildarby, just zoom in a little bit here. There we go. Yeah. Now, The Bird of Kildarby, as it appears on the DVD set, is the Tahiti music version. So the alternate version you would want to have the complete collection would be the series music version, which is available on this one of the 3 single-disc DVD releases from a few years ago. The Creatures of the Night DVD. So that's basically a little bit of additional info for you if you're an anal-retentive completist like me and you want to have everything. Now, a lot of Lorenzo Music's early episodes were later redubbed with Dave Coulier replacing his lines. So a lot of the first and second season episodes also have alternate versions with Dave Coulier as Peter Venkman instead of Lorenzo Music. The complete series set only has the Lorenzo Music versions, which is fine by me, because that's the way they originally aired, and that's the way I remember them. So, but a lot of people may remember the Dave Coulier version and wonder, hey, what's up? Why is the voice different? Well, they basically, I guess, wanted to be as faithful to the original airings as possible, so they tried to keep it as close to that as possible without going too far into the alternate versions. And really, other than the first 2 episodes I just mentioned there, Knock Knock and Venkman's Ghost Repellers, all the episodes on the complete series set are as they originally aired, you know, with the exception of some technical problems here and there just due to the age of the material, I guess. But, you know, in terms of the soundtrack and the footage and everything there is complete as complete can be and as true to the original airings as possible. So the only reason you might want the alternate versions is just, you know, for completeness' sake. So, you know, in my case, I'm probably going to hang on to the VHS tapes just because I like the artwork on them and they look kind of nice and they make a nice little, you know, historical addition to the my Real Ghostbusters collection. Plus, nobody really wants them anyway because A, they already have them, B, they've got the complete series set and just don't care anymore, or C, they just don't do VHS anymore, so there you go. Plus, as I said, I'm pretty sure all the episodes that were available on the VHSs are available on DVD in one form or another now anyway, so... well, I guess several times over because they're available on the 3 discs before and then the complete series set, so yeah, they just... nobody cares about the VHSs anymore except weird people like me. Yeah, in short, it's a fantastic set, and I highly recommend it to anybody who is a real Ghostbusters fan. And once again, I can't stress enough, I really recommend getting the complete series set over the individual volumes. I mean, for the fancy packaging, but for the book and for the bonus disc especially. Because it's just, there's really not a big difference in price doing it either way, and you get a lot more. I mean, you get almost 3 hours of additional content, which is pretty quality content, so yeah, definitely worth it in my book. Alrighty, well, I'm going to give my voice a rest for a bit, because I've done all 4 of these in one go at my end. You've seen them spread out over like a week, but not sure which topic we're going to dive into next time, but hey, it'll be a surprise to me as well as you. So until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara.